Hello, everyone. Kyle Kramer, Executive Director at the Earth and Spirit Center, joined once again by my good friend and colleague, Karen Newton. Hello, Karen.
Good morning.
Karen, you have something special cooked up. You have long been an instructor with the Earth and Spirit Center teaching basic mindfulness for stress resilience, a 4-week course, now more recently rejiggered into a 5-week course that teaches folks the basics of mindfulness practice and also gets into the metta compassion practices as well. But there's a lot of folks who take your courses and want more. They want more of the community connection that you establish in your course as part of the way that you teach. They want ongoing support for perhaps a fledgling practice, especially in the kinds of difficult times that we're living through now. Anybody's practice is kind of buffeted by the winds of change and headlines. So we have cooked up this weekly drop-in meditation possibility. What can you tell me perhaps more about the genesis and what is going to be happening in this weekly experiment we're trying?
Sure thing. So over the years that I've been teaching, consistently hear that people come back as a refresher because they want to be in community with other people. They frankly just want to practice to refresh their practice or feel like they're not doing it solo. So this experiment, this 5-week experiment, will be in response to that. And it's set up for this first initial 5 weeks so that it's on Thursdays, kind of aligned with the basic mindfulness that's happening anyway. And so I'll be on campus, and some of my other colleagues, I'm not going to name them in this video, but ta-da, there's mystery, will join me over the period of the 5 weeks to basically just have a drop-in community of meditators. We will have planned meditation activities and a little teaching talk prepared, but will also be a 45-minute time for people to share questions, challenges that they might be having in their practice.
I'm thinking, Karen, about a potential theoretical new meditator who may be really feeling good about having 5 consistent minutes a day. And they may be afraid of coming to a session where, oh my goodness, this is a much longer sit. What is the normal time of sit that you anticipate for these meetings?
That's a good question. First of all, I'd like to say to those 5-minute meditators, you may not believe me, but until you are in a session where you're guided and to do a 10-15-minute one, it's actually easier to sit for 10 or 15 minutes than it is for 5. And that's one of the benefits of coming into a group like this. The max will be 15 minutes of a sustained sit.
Okay, so 15
and it's
minutes.
Always guided. There's always prompts, explanation, nudges.
Yeah, I would like to say something here, and I hope you'll agree with me, Karen. You and I both know there are plenty of apps out there, plenty of YouTube videos where you can get a 10 or a 15-minute guided meditation quite easily and for free. Mm-hmm. And yet there's something important that you don't get in an experience like that, which is the actual community presence of others with whom you're meditating. And I personally, I don't know if you would agree with me, but I personally think that makes a difference. I do a lot of meditation on my own, but the times that I am meditating with other people in the same room, not just on the same app somewhere across the globe, but in the same room, that there's a qualitative difference to that, which I think is one of the crucial reasons why we wanted to have this gathering, not only or even without mentioning the guidance that you can provide, the questions that you can answer. Do you want to say just a word about the power of community as regards meditation?
Absolutely. I mean, I 100% agree with what you said. And that's the largest impetus for doing this, is that we long for connection. And I know many, I used to work at University of Louisville, so I know many students who took a dive into meditation with an app and felt unsuccessful. And I believe that partly is that experience that we call interbeing, of being in the same space with other people, realizing that yes, I'm suffering, but so is he, so is she, so are they. And that sense of community and shared impetus towards healing and understanding is what we long for.
Yeah, we need the tools of mindfulness personally, but we also need community in times like this. We need both of those things in spades. So
Yes, and that we don't grow in comfort zones. We grow in stretch zones. We don't grow in overwhelm either. So when you can put yourself in a community that supports you to stretch to 15 minutes, maybe, that's where we grow.
well said. Well said. Well, just details wise, this 5-week experiment of these weekly drop-in meditations. And when I say experiment, what I mean is that if this well attended, if we feel that it's helpful for folks, we will find ways to continue it beyond those 5 weeks. But for now, we encourage everyone to join us and give us good data that says yes, this is something that is of value for folks. These sessions will begin on September 29th, again, Thursdays, coinciding, as you said, Karen, with the instruction of the basic mindfulness for stress resilience course, and in fact, appended to those very courses. So there's a morning option from 11:45 to 12:30, which would follow 15 minutes on from the course. And then there's a 5:45 to 6:30 p.m. option, which would proceed by about a 45 minutes, or excuse me, half an hour, 15 minutes, the subsequent evening session of the basic mindfulness course. So there's a way to hold those two together that's convenient logistically and travel wise. And there is a pricing structure for those that's either one at a time, a la carte, or I believe a way to tack that onto the course if you register for that. But more details on the website at earthandspiritcenter.org. You can look for the weekly meditation drop-in. Karen, we're so excited that you and your mystery colleagues will be offering these sessions. We hope that they're well attended and are the beginning of something wonderful and long term.
Me too. I hope a lot of people come and just experiment with us.
So as we say in Kentucky, y'all come. And we'll see you soon. Thanks, Karen.